Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Scorpio, and it's for the month of July, a little bit over 2026. My dear Scorpio, this is all about your money, your work, your career, everything you need to know about your finances. And I hope you'll enjoy this reading. I hope it supports you knowing what's happening, what's developing behind the scenes, what's coming, and all of that. I'd like to convey my best wishes to each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. Let us begin with the first message that has just popped out. And what a beautiful message it is. It is about my glasses. Here we go. It's about little luxuries. Little luxuries. Everybody loves those little luxuries. That means life is going to bring on a lot of fulfillment in luxuries coming your way. It says generates luxurious surroundings and experiences. That's what this symbol is all about. It also shows that you'll be transcending high levels and overcoming one chapter of your life that's been difficult is going to come to an end, and you are going to be generating a lot of luxuries. You'll be surrounded with luxury, which is wonderful. Let's take on two messages from another deck. My dear Scorpio, let's see what else is there for you. So we go with the first one, and we've got love. Love is going to be all around you, supporting you, uplifting you. There is a sense of freedom in this particular love. This can also be about compassion. This can also be about working with love, connecting people together, connecting situations together. This can also be connected to servicing, helping others. It looks like to me that there is going to be a lot of success and a lot of freedom in regard to this situation. That means also you'll be doing something that you love. You'll be working with something that you love, and that's going to give you a sense of freedom and also bring you success. Okay, beautiful. The wild rose. The next one shows you are protected in every way. Absolutely protected in regard to business, in regard to partnerships, in regard to family, in many regards in your life, you are very much protected. So protection is there. Now I'm going to take on one or two messages from this deck, asking, I'll just put my computer to sleep. She's making too much noise with her fans. Okay, here we go. Now, as I was saying, two messages from this deck in regard to something that you've been pondering about, thinking, overthinking about, questioning, when will this happen? Will it happen? Something that's that's been with you non-stop. That's better. Two messages for every Scorpio. Let's have a look. The first one. It says, if you believe, if you have faith, it's all going to happen. Believing, having faith is the core of everything actually in this world. Believing and having faith is what gets you happening. Let's see if there's guidance, any guidance in regard to this thing that you think about. It goes trust again. Look at that. It's about faith and trusting. Have faith and trust, things are going to fall into place for you. So whatever you've been thinking about a lot, that's the answer. Having faith and trusting that situations are going to improve seems to be the only way. Now, with the little luxuries and all of this faith and growth and protection and love, not bad. Sounds pretty good. Let's start two messages here for every Scorpio. And we've got living a life of luxury, a life filled with luxury. The Nine of Pentacles, a life filled with wealth and everything you need and a lot of luxury. How amazing. These two together. Look at that. Little luxuries and living the life of luxury. That is truly magnificent, my dear Scorpio. Little luxuries and the Nine of Pentacles, living a life of absolute luxury. That is incredible. For this to be the first card, the synchronicity is overwhelming. Okay, let's take on another one. And the Four of Wands. Blessings and miracles falling into your life that are going to give you so much to be in gratitude for. Again, a life of luxury and luxuries. Different life's luxuries pouring into your life. You'll be shouting to the heaven in absolute gratitude, getting what you want, getting your dreams and wishes. Wow. That's very much connected to the love, where I said you will get something that you love. You will get the business you love. You might get the house you love. You might get the kind of work that you love, the career that you love. It's all happening. Now I'm going to take on 2 messages from another deck and see what else for every Scorpio, the truth, July onwards. Oh, and there it is. Wow, freedom. How amazing. This is the Fool. This is connected to absolute freedom coming your way, a new beginning that brings you freedom. This could be working working self-employment, where you'll have more freedom to move around, to do what you want. Wow. Love that for you. Absolute freedom. This is also connected to Aquarius. Those of you who might have Aquarius or dealing with an Aquarian. Aquarius is there, but freedom is there. Okay, too many cards have fallen. We just want one more. Let's see the second one. Okay, you have been sacrificing and putting your interests aside for the sake of others. This is a time for that situation to come to an end. So if you've been pondering about something and they said have faith and trust, maybe you're asking about a situation that you want it to end, because it does show there is an ending. And now it confirms there's an end of a painful or suffocating chapter that's been ongoing for too long and you've been sacrificing. This is coming to an end. And this, because of this ending, you are being set free. That's important to know. You are being set free, absolutely. Because of all the sacrifice, it's time for it to end. It's coming to an end. Whatever it is been overwhelming you, it's ending. Now I'm going to take 2 messages from this deck. Or maybe 3. Okay, maybe 1 more. So many reading. All right. So yes, there is the cutlery is about having your own business, self-employment. And it says business tools may be needed, more money may be needed, but you are going to be living well and doing well. So this is incredible. Food-related careers is possible here. More work available, especially if you're a sole provider. A lot of availability there for you. The Mask is the one that I don't like that much, because it is all about something unknown, something hidden. It could be about theft or loss of money. It could be also about finding money. That's another factor, which is really good. Secret stash, saving pennies. Some of you could be hiding your money, saving. There is hidden potential that could be discovered. Careers in acting or assisting positions are coming up. So that's that. And the book is also about paperwork and contracts. Learning as you go, starting something new. Maybe needing a lawyer. Some of you could be going into education, writing, taking classes, and learning as you go. So that's that one. Let's put it over here. Okay, we got them 2 now. Some tea leaves, and see what the tea leaves are going to tell us the truth for every Scorpio for July onwards. Okay, so we got some. This one wants to come out. The kangaroo, okay. 1 more. I'll take 1 more. And that's it. Okay, now it does seem that there is something that's tempting you. There is something that's ending. That's what that one's all about. This cracked cup. Okay, this could be a heartache and temptation. Because sometimes it can be temptation because of the apple. And at times, mostly, this is about a painful truth of something that has to come to an end. It could be the sacrifice that you're doing. It's coming to an end. It is also about something that you no longer have, the grieving the loss of something that you or heartache over something that you no longer have. So that's that one. I'll just put it over here. And then we've got the cracked cup, which means some disappointment, dissatisfaction with life, disappointment, not happy with something, or dealing with someone that's not very happy. Broken wish, it's all seemed to be a little bit negative. Wish will not be granted. A particular wish isn't going to be granted. And then finally, we've got the kangaroo, which is about your sovereignty, about your not knowing exactly where you want to settle. You need to plan exactly where to go, what to do. But it is also about moving, relocating, finding your space, finding your foundation, finding where you want to be. This can be also about jobs. Sometimes when you're not happy in your job and you want to change it and you don't know what to do sometimes. You want to change your career and you think, okay, what is there for me to do? And in some cases, people start working for themselves. And that's why we got so many so many cards here showing that many of you will be considering working for themselves. Okay, so let's take on 2 more messages before I clarify. We've got the public venues. Wait a minute, that's too many. But I love the answers here. I'll take them, even though they're too many. There's resolution with the key to a problem that you might have at this point in time. That's why they're saying end of sacrifices. The key is about resolutions. It's about healing. It's about solutions. It's about a genius breakthrough. It is also about liberty and freedom, like the Fool. Important factors coming to light. Pay attention to details. There could be locking and unlocking situations. There are helpful situations that will transcend you and heal some situations in your life. So that's that one. And then we got 2 more here. We got the Garden, which is public situations, public venues, meeting people at public venues and discussing matters. Some of you, it's about crowds and audience. Some of you, it's about partying, meeting events and get-togethers. Some of you could be dealing with communities and working with other people. This can be also about partnerships. And again, we've got transcending to high levels, or we've got August here very strong. We've got Mercury, the god, the messenger god, which is the ruler of Gemini. This is also comes up here as it's connected to Gemini, but it's also connected to the Magician. And the Magician is about power, resources, and becoming quite inspired and being able to take action with the Magician, because the Magician brings you power and glory, that everything falls into place for you and you overcome all obstacles because of the power. Again, we got number 2, which is connected to partnerships. Chinese year of the ox, buffalo here, very strong, and the goat are very strong here. We got the world, meaning end of a sacrifice, end of a chapter of your life, at the beginning of a new one, where you are going to be very much in control of your life. You'll be setting boundaries and restrictions, and you will see that you will be governing your life. You will be absolutely in absolute control of your life, and you will set boundaries. You don't want anyone to enter those boundaries. I see August, that August is all over the place, and Chinese year of the goat is all over the place. Just so you know, there's so much going on, so many commitments, but also there is end of a chapter, and a lot of wealth could be coming after an end of a chapter. So that was very interesting. Now I'm going to start clarifying the cards, and I'm starting with the Hangman, the truth about the Hangman for all Scorpio. What is it that you've been sacrificing? And guess what? Look at the sacrifice, what it's bringing you. Especially after when a chapter ends. I wonder what this one is. Oh, yes. A chapter ends completely, a karmic chapter, and you are rewarded with so much happiness and so much wealth that you are going to be living a life of wealth and abundance, like they said before. Absolutely. When we had the 9 of Pentacles. Look at this. The 9 of Pentacles with all of this. And the luxuries we already talked about. But look again, shouting to the heavens. Like this one here. Right? You see how the hands in the air shouting to the heavens in gratitude in both illustrations. That's exactly what's happening. You're getting all the wishes and dreams come true with the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. And then you've got the luxury, the generation of wealth, legacies of wealth coming your way. And then you've got the 10 of Cups, wishes and dreams come true. It doesn't get any better. This is just magnificent. Absolutely incredible. You will love this. When it takes place, you'll be just overwhelmed with joy. Absolutely. Okay. So everything is synchronizing well and sitting well. Happiness and glory happening here. This is all a reward for your sacrifices. All the happiness and all the wealth that's coming. It's all in regard to your sacrifices. Now let's have a look at your freedom with the Fool. Wow, a lot of money is coming. This money that's coming is ground changing. It's going to change the way you think. It's even going to be connected to the settlement, finding your sovereignty, finding your place where you want to live, where you want to be, where you want to work. It's all happening for you, absolutely all of it. And you are going to be thinking outside the box and really looking at broadening your horizon and looking at how to move forward and where to go. You'll be so rewarded. There's so much rewards. And this ground changing money that's coming is going to be very rewarding, and it's going to help you be able to move, to expand, to be able to buy more, to buy big. And that's why we've got the 10 of Cups here, getting your wish, your dream, business, dream, home. This could be also connected to getting a lot of your wishes being granted. That is beautiful. So we've got the luxuries, we've got the money here, the unexpected amount of money, and we've got little luxuries all over the place for you. As you can see, this is just magnificent. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Because it shows that the money is coming unexpected, out of the blue, something you didn't even expect, and it's going to be incredible for you. Absolutely incredible. It's going to be a sort of life healing. And the sun, look at that, the sun will be shining in your path and taking you to high levels of vitality and success, and you'll be overwhelmed with abundance. Now let's have a look at the 9 of Pentacles, the life of wealth and luxury. When is that happening? After you overcome all obstacles, and I'll just take one more. After you overcome all obstacles and have a great victory. So play the lot of the lottery. It could be a victory, it could be a win. This could be happening in July. It's connected to July and Cancer, this card. But it is about winning. It's about the journey of your life and you being a winner. Some of you could be traveling. Torn between 2 situations, not knowing which one to take. That's going to be also... finally, you'll be able to choose the right path when this money comes. You won't question anything. You'll know exactly where you're going. This can be connected to someone of air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. That could be helping you find your way. Or could be the cause of this situation, of the money, helping you with the money, where to go, what to do. Maybe the cause of them giving you money could also be that, possibly. Anyway, let's have a look at the 4 of Wands for every Scorpio. And it shows that a lot of money is coming for your sacrifices. Look at this. Here is the card of sacrifice again. That's exactly the same card. It's the Hangman. Where you have been sacrificing and putting everybody's interest before your own, time for you to be rewarded to the point where you are going to be so powerful and you'll be able to help others. Some of you could be either buying or selling a land. There could be, not a land, sorry, a property or something. There's money coming. And the key that unlocks things is something that was stuck is going to be unstuck. I feel like you are going to be in extreme power and having financial capacity to help a lot of people. So that's all happening. And that's why you're seeing all these blessings and you're in gratitude, because you're finally able to end a chapter that was very difficult, but also you're gaining so much wealth, so much money that you're able to help others. You are helping others. And that's why you are jumping for joy, because you're able to do so much. That is amazing. And that's why I said blessings are pouring in endlessly. Look at that. Look at that. That's exactly this card. So it shows that a lot of miracles are actually going to be pouring into your life. Miracles. You'll be getting exactly everything you want. That's great. Shall I put it there? No, it's all part of here. Now that we established this, now what I'm going to do is take out 2 messages from this deck and see what else for my dear Scorpio. Here is the first one. Whoops. And here's the second one. Rainbow of blessings. You know the 4 of Wands that came twice? Well, believe it or not, this is sort of showing us that rainbow of blessings is exactly what I said before. When both of 4 of Wands united in your reading, a lot of blessings pouring in. This is rainbow of blessings. This is blessings are showering your life. If you got to read it to believe it. Blessings are showering your life. So I was already telling you that, which is part of the 4 of Wands. That's why the hands are in the air shouting to the heavens. Blessings are pouring over in your life on so many levels that you are going to be shouting to the heavens with gratitude. So much gratitude. So many blessings. Blessings can also be miracles. They'll be showering your life. So this is all because of your sacrifices, and it's time for them. It's time for them to end, and it's after the ending of sacrifices then you start getting all the rewards. Oh, okay, what am I doing? And this is not now. What we're going to do is take 3 messages with 3 clues and 3 time frames from July onwards for every Scorpio. 3 truths, starting with the first truth. Love. Wow. There is something to do with love. Something big, major to do with love. That's what this is all about. The wild rose. This card here. And it shows like 6. It could be 6 weeks from the time you see this reading. Could be to do with someone that's born Chinese year of the snake. The love is connected to number 6, the Chinese year of the snake. It's about healing. It's about healing due to love. Healing from situations to do with love. It is about a lot of healing. It is about transformations that will change your life to better positions in life where you'll be more free and more happy. And it's all happening within 6 weeks from the time. And if those of you who are single, there could be love coming without a doubt. Love is on its way to you. Okay, you might be meeting them at work or in this new chapter that you're starting. After an end of a difficult time, there is some wonderful love coming your way. The second one has just jumped out, a spiritual career. And this is about an end of a spiritual career where you were sacrificing and putting all your efforts. That's going to be over. And perhaps once you are free, you're transcending to levels where, again, there is something wonderful happening that's going to bring you a lot of healing in your life. There could be a new spiritual career starting, and a spiritual career is something that you have come to this world to experience and go through. They can be difficult at times they can be rewarding. So either way, it's happening, and again, it's happening within 6 to 15 weeks from the time you see this reading. There's going to be a spiritual career, something new that you're starting, and you will be loving it. It does give you freedom, so that is wonderful, and it transcends you to high levels. Your effort is needed. You got to put effort into whatever is coming to bring the success that you need, and this is happening within 4 to 13 weeks from the time you see this reading. Effort and success on their way to you. That's that. Now I'm going to take 1 Chinese cookie to see, is there anything else that you need to know? Okay, so there it is. Let's see what the message is for you, my dear Scorpio. And we have, care may be required. It says, guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. You have to be on guard and watching everything and using your mind and your intuition, everything to put everything together, whatever's happening, because there's a lot of money coming in your life. And whenever money comes in your life, this is where caution is required so that you know what action to take, how to protect it. That's why you got protection all over the place, the guardian of the land and giving you protection. So that is wonderful. You need the protection and they're giving it to you. That's the end of your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it, especially if you're buying business, because there's something about purchasing business also here. I wish you a lot of blessings. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Best wishes to each and every one of you. Namaste.